Hello, what's up guys? In this video I want to be showing us how to exclude headers and footer from a printed document. Now for those of us that might have printed a web document before, you will often see that on the printed page you will see the URL of the site you printed from, and also the time and date in which you printed the document at the footer. Now sometimes we might not want that to happen, so if you want to remove it, there are several ways in which you can do that, of which in this video I want to be showing us how to remove them with code, a CSS code. Now before that, let me walk us around with what I'm talking about. Now this is a simple website I recently designed. So let's assume we want to print this page. So first of all, you go to the file menu and click on print. Now I don't have any printer connected to my computer right now, but if you have a FOSIT reader installed on your computer, you can actually print to the FOSIT reader. What this will do for you is going to give a PDF format of this page, but this is pretty much how it's going to appear when it is printed on a hard copy document. So let's click OK to print. Now the next step is going to make sure you want to save to and give it a file name. So I want to save to desktop, so I'll save. Alright, now let's wait for our document to be opened. Okay, now the document, there is no footer information, there's no time and date at the footer, and there is no URL or the address of the page you printed from. That is because we have this CSS code on the file already. Here, this is all you need to use to remove the header information and the footer information. Now if I want to be including the header and the footer, which is the site address and the time and date in which it is printed, let us remove this code and see what happened. Alright, first of all, I'm going to close this one. Now go back to my page. First of all, I'll refresh the page. Now let me reprint. Remember, I've removed the CSS code that used to be here. So go back to the page. I'm using the same FOSIT reader to print, so I'll click OK. Alright, name, because this was the previous file, I don't want to override the existing one, so I'll give it a consent. Now once it is done, we'll wait for it to open. Alright, now you can see that on this new printed document, let me zoom out. Alright, you can see that on the new printed document, the URL of the page you printed from is appearing at the header. Now if you scroll down, you will see that the time and date in which the page was printed will also appear. Now if you are connected to printer and you print your web page, by default this is what you're going to get. Now assuming you want to exclude this information, all you have to do is come to your code at the head section or your CSS file, precisely add the style HTML element and add some code, just at page. All you need to do is to set the size of the page to be auto, which means automatic. Now I set the margin equals to 0. That's all you need to do. Now once you have this on your CSS file or the head or CSS style element at the head section of your HTML page, this will automatically exclude headers and footers from your page. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped.